Gemara Masechet Megillah 32a tells us, as Machlokes Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yehuda, in regards to how does a person what is the proper procedure when you get an Aliyah. So the Rabbi Yehuda is the lenient opinion, and he says that a person he has to open the Sefer Torah before he gets the Aliyah. He has to look where he's going to read, and then he starts the blessing. Rabbi Meir is Mahmir, he's strict, and he says you open the Sefer Torah, you look where you're going to read, you close it, and then you say the bracha. We follow like Rabbi Yehuda and the Gemara, and Shulchan Aruch writes, that a person has to look in the Torah where he's going to start reading from, and then he's able to go and say the bracha. Then Shulchan Aruch also says that the halacha is you have to say Baruch Hu. You have to say Baruch Hu et Hashem Barach, and everyone answers Baruch Hu et Hashem Barach Mam Va'ed, and then you can say the bracha Asher B'Harbanu. First has to make sure that he has the text in front of him. If he's not familiar, he has to make the correct blessing before the reading of the Torah, and that way he'll be able to make the correct blessing for the blessing after the reading of the Torah. Now, the Shulchan Aruch also says, based on the Gemara Sukkah 41a, that a person has to hold on to the Sefer Torah. He has to hold the Sefer Torah while he's making the blessing, and continuously while also, the Poskim explained, also the Torah, during the Torah reading, he has to hold on to the Torah. So that means, the Ben Ish Chai explains that according to Sfaradim, we have to go and hold the actual yeriot, the actual scrolls. We have to take the mapah, the handkerchief, or to take the talit, and hold both of the scrolls inside the Torah, the scrolls, and while you're doing the bracha. After you finish the bracha, you let go of your left hand and you hold the entire time of the scroll with your right hand. That way, the person is fulfilling this halacha that you have to hold the Torah while you make the blessing. And this, interestingly, that we said like Rabbi Yehuda, you don't have to close the Sefer Torah before you make the blessing. However, Shulchan Aruch says when you finish your Aliyah, you should close the Torah. However, the Minhag Sfaradim is like the Arizal, who says that we don't close the Torah, rather we just cover it with the handkerchief, cover it with the mitpachat, and that'll be enough. So therefore, in between aliyot, or when a person, before he gets his aliyah, the Baal Koreh or the Hazan, whoever's in charge, the Gabbai, should cover the scrolls, the letters, with the mitpachat. Baruch Naonam.